The issue of the instigators of this violent actions that have been taken against people from other countries is a matter that is being processed. The police have informed us, and all security apparatus have informed us that they are following all that up. They are getting all the reports and evidence. A number of other people have been arrested, and of course, those others who were seen to be leading these processes are also people who are of interest, of direct interest to the police, and that is a process that is going to be followed up.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has vowed that arrest and criminal charges will follow against those responsible for violence, targeting African foreign nationals, saying police and security agencies are gathering evidence to identify the instigators behind the attacks. Ramaphosa made the undertaking in Parliament on Tuesday while responding to EFF leader Julius Malema, who pressed him on why individuals allegedly responsible for the violence had not yet been arrested and prosecuted. Malema accused perpetrators of carrying out attacks against African immigrants in the presence of police, arguing that the failure to arrest them had created the perception that the violence was being sanctioned by the state. Malema said the level of violence perpetrated against African foreign nationals in this country over the past few months has a face. We know who the instigators and the perpetrators of this act are. He questioned why those allegedly responsible remained at large and claimed that two people he believed were linked to the violence had subsequently met with Ramaphosa. And said what's worse is that two of them came to meet you. You should have locked them up that day when they came to meet you. Ramaphosa said the matter was already being pursued by the police and other security agencies, which were collecting reports and evidence, and said the issue of the instigators of these violent actions that have been taken against people from other countries is a matter that is being processed. The police have informed us, and all security apparatus have informed us that they are following all that up. They are getting all the reports and evidence. The president said several people had already been arrested, while investigators were also focusing on those believed to be organizing or directing the violence. He stressed that anyone found to have broken the law would face the consequences, and said we are obviously concerned about the actions that have been taken against many Africans in our country, and we have made it clear that those who violate the law, those who transgress various precepts of our laws, need to be dealt with. He said authorities will also pursue cases involving serious violence, including incidents that had resulted in injuries or deaths, and the number of cases where, for instance, incidents of violence have been resulted in injury or even death. We are going to be following all that up and ensuring indeed that those who have perpetrated those acts are followed up, and there will be arrests and there will be charges that will be prepared against those who have done so. Ramaphosa said the police and National Prosecuting Authority will continue working to ensure that those responsible were brought before the courts. Malema's questions also centered on the broad diplomatic consequences of anti-migrant sentiment and violence, particularly its potential impact on South Africa's standing on the continent. Responding to the questions about medium and long-term measures to restore the country's credibility as a pan-African voice, Ramaphosa rejected the suggestion that South Africa had lost the confidence of other African countries. He described South Africa as a respected member of the African community of nations and a principled pan-African actor. Ramaphosa said the government had publicly rejected xenophobia, Afrophobia, vigilantism, and discrimination against foreign nationals. He said South Africa had also reinforced its commitment to Pan-Africanism through its engagement with the Southern African Development Community, SADC, the African Union, and individual partner states, on issues including migration, governance, regional integration, and burden sharing. The president said the issue of anti-immigrant violence had also been raised at the 46th Ordinary SADC Summit, which South Africa hosted, and said this we did without being asked either to account or to explain. We took it upon ourselves to put the matter on the agenda, and I also addressed it in my inputs. And we explained previously what the situation had been in our country. According to Ramaphosa, the summit called for a coordinated regional response to the underlying cause of migration and for comprehensive and sustainable solutions. He said South Africa's migration policy was grounded in the rule of law and respect for human dignity rather than unfollowing unlawful actions directed at foreign nationals. Among the measures highlighted by the president were efforts to strengthen border management, tackle corruption within the immigration system, expand legal migration pathways, and implement the white paper on citizenship, migration, and refugee protection. He said these interventions were aimed at restoring public confidence in the state's ability to manage migration while ensuring that South Africa met its constitutional and international obligations. President Cyril Ramaphosa also dismissed suggestions that South Africa was increasingly isolated by other African countries because of tensions surrounding migration. He pointed to international relations and cooperation Minister Ronald Lamula's engagements across the continent, saying that the minister had been well received in Ghana and other countries while acting as his envoy, and said at times it has been quite challenging to synchronize the diaries of all heads of states. He added that he had personally engaged with several heads of state who had expressed an understanding of South Africa's challenges and a willingness to work with the country to address them, and said while other people might have thought that we are being snubbed and we are being isolated, actually the contrary has been the case. He maintained that several African countries remained willing to cooperate with South Africa in finding solutions to the migration challenges facing the country and the wider region.
As South Africans, we are deeply concerned and ashamed that nationals from other countries have in recent months been subjected to discrimination and ill treatment. I repeat, as South Africans, we are deeply concerned and ashamed that people from other nations, some whose leaders are here, were treated badly and were even forced to leave the country under threat of violence. The criminal actions of a few within our communities are a repudiation of the solidarity upon which this Southern African community is built.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.